Hi, in this video I'm going to attempt to get to level 40 or 41 in the Labyrinth. So far I've only come to level 38, so this is kind of an experiment. I'm hoping this time it will go better because I just forged or enhanced my set, a blue set, to level 5 so that I have the boost. I don't exactly know how much extra that gives me. It says 50%, but 50% of what? Let me just show you first. So this is my Dragon Spirit. I've chosen for the rugged set. Not a strong motivation, except that for that set I had enough scrolls to enhance all sets to all pieces to level 5. So that was actually the only real motivation to use that one. So the benefits that are shown here are still actually the same benefits, just adding up from the different pieces. It doesn't include this 50% yet, so I'm hoping that I get 50% on top of all of these. But yeah, that I'm not sure. You're never too sure with this game. No set equipment equipped. I don't know what this message means. I'm hoping that I have a full set, so I'm hoping I get this boost. The game is confusing. Oh yeah, interesting to see. What I found interesting so is that there's another next level as well. So maybe with each 5 levels you get another boost. So that's nice to go on. Some other things, so I have the rugged set, so maybe just show you the rugged helm, and well, everything starts with rugged, so that's quite easy to figure out if you want to do the same. My Dragon Spirit is currently at 25. If I look at the spirit skills, 25 is a nice one to have. It's kind of a minimum. You can start having equipping the purple gear, which finally you definitely need to use the purple gear. Purple scrolls only start dropping at level 35 of the Labyrinth, so I'm hoping that with this set I at least get a bit further, hopefully to 40, 41, so that I can play more of those screen sheets run that I do to collect more purple pieces. What's also nice, once you are 25 you also have unlocked this extra Labyrinth cooldown. I've researched a couple as well, but this 12.5% is really important. So basically I now have a cooldown of about 1 day and 15.5 hours, I think. So every few days I can kind of skip a night to have an extra run in the Labyrinth. So that's useful as well. And in general, all those benefits are useful, of course. For my focus has really been so far is trying to collect as much as possible materials, because I wanted to enhance this set, and you really need tons of materials for that. For that reason, in the tree, I've chosen so far to take the bottom road, so to say. So I focus on the satchel capacity. Here the satchel slots maybe not that useful, but still, if you are going to collect a lot of different scrolls, it can be useful. You need definitely some slots. Here I have some stamina, because the important thing for me was was always starting at level 21 and just played against until level 35, 36, 37, and so that I was able to collect as many materials as possible. Once I reached my Dragon Spirit XP level 25, I stopped collecting XP, but just focused on materials. So each time I had a full capacity of materials, and that allowed me to enhance this set to level 5 as soon as possible. As I said, you need a lot. If I do 2 more upgrades of my Dragon Spirit level, I can get a first talent. I don't have one yet. So I'm not using this the mana yet in the maze to to use those talents. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but supposedly when you have it, it can be assigned and can be used during your Labyrinth run. So that's for here. I'm now pretty much out of my materials. Only have a very little bit. As you can see, I already collected a little bit of the Source Stone 3 and 4. I already read that there's also Source Stone 4, so you can actually keep enhancing your equipment to a very high level, which probably costs a huge amount of materials. If I look at the scrolls, I mostly have a lot of the blue scrolls, as you can see. The green ones I don't collect anymore. The purple ones I start collecting, but so far, although I have 5 pieces, they're only for 2 different slots, and I think, yeah, it only becomes interesting. I think I haven't done the calculation, but I think, yeah, if you have 6 purple pieces, even if they don't, even if they're not of the same set, they will still be better than an enhanced to level 5 blue set. But okay, I first have to collect those pieces. So far I only have 2 slots, so I definitely think my my blue enhanced set is better. So if you look at some of these items, like this one and this one, I don't have 6 of those yet. That is the reason why I cannot make the Gallant or the Shaman set yet, because you need 6, 1 to make the piece and then 5 more to enhance it to level 5 before you can get this bonus. So in that case, yeah, it doesn't really it's not really possible at this moment. I keep collecting them. Maybe I will make them later, make the switch. Also nice for my website, so that I can collect all the data. At this moment, I just keep collecting. I keep collecting all scrolls. Actually, I want to have that flexibility. So still in the preparation phase, let's also have a look at what I researched in the Dragon Spirit. By the way, I am doing quite nice research now. My March slots 3, I mentioned about that in another guide. This allows me to have an extra March slot, very useful as well. So I've done a little bit of everything. That's the nice thing in this tree. You can do what you want. There are no prerequisites. You can just start anywhere. I've done quite some focus on the satchel capacity because, yeah, as I said, kind of being able to carry a lot and carry it fast is important for me. So here I can carry quite a lot, and I've also done quite some work on the Labyrinth cooldown, because it also means basically you can collect more per day if you look at it like that. For the rest, it's a bit mix and match. Some people say, okay, you really have to focus on the health. I have not really done that much. I'm inclined to go more for spirit defense and spirit attack. Don't really know how that works out, but we'll see. So far, it's just a mix, so it's too early to really tell. So typically, what I often did when I'm going into the Labyrinth, I did it only after a while, is to activate a 30 minute VIP item. I did this because it allows me to carry a little bit more. Maybe I should actually go to the VIP to see was there nothing here. So if we look at that, so it gives you 2 extra satchel slots. If the health potions you only get when you activate it, when you at the moment you enter the Labyrinth. But also gives you 100 satchel capacity, so that's very important. The stamina potion only when you enter. I've already entered now, but the other are mostly okay. In the battle skip, and these are recently new features, which is nice. So you can speed up the battles or skip battles altogether, which is yeah, a very nice feature. So that is unlocking, I don't know exactly which VIP level, but you need to have your VIP active for that, but otherwise things were very slow. Okay, let's activate it now, and then we go into the labyrinth. Normally, because it run too quite long, I was only activating it when I was already in there for a while. Now I've also actually already been in there, but I already activated, and I hope to get through it quite fast. Well, I just pick it up. I'm not really that picky now. So what I'm using now is, someone wrote it on my website, actually a nice observation is that I'm just going through the floors as soon as possible. Let's make that clear first. I'm actually starting to have some doubt whether this set really has any effect, because I see my my health hasn't gone up at all. Maybe I needed to have it active at the moment I went in, or maybe there is nothing. Yeah, maybe for some reason it's not activated yet, some reason that I don't understand. What I wanted to say, somebody made this observation that actually always the exit of a level is 6 squares from the entrance of a level. It's also always in a dead end, that you might have noticed yourself. So this allows you normally to go quite fast through a level, because yeah, it allows you to rule out a lot of options. In this case, for example, I already know that the exit is going to be on the right, because it was on the left, then I could never get to all those other squares. So it's quite interesting. Those actually I also don't need any more, because I've already enhanced everything to level 5. So I'm hoping that yeah, I started quite at a low level, but I'm hoping that by just taking the short route, I still have enough stamina to get where I want to get. Okay, this is not it, but I've already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so I don't have to take that route anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and indeed there it is. So this really works. Yeah, it's a bit boring. Don't have so much to tell at the moment. I really hope this. Let's see, what do I actually have in my satchel? These ones I must have picked up earlier. I don't need them. Materials are always good, but I might want to get some XP as well. Okay, that was a waste. Three, 4, 5, 6, another waste. Yeah, I was already figuring it, because I think there's also something that the route that you take, maybe you need to encounter at least 2, maybe more, I don't know, at least a certain amount of monsters before you get to the exit. I don't think there's really an easy way that you just encounter one monster or something. I don't think it's like that. Then we have to make some tries. The one below here could actually be the exit, and it is, yeah. It was clear that was a dead end. So as you can see, you can go through these levels quite fast by using the fact that you only, you know, you have to get 6 steps from the start. And you have to be a bit lucky. I mean, if you already can get 2 directions in the beginning, yeah, you can take the wrong direction and you can still waste quite some steps. Like in this screen. Oh, I was lucky, but yeah, who knows, you could have taken the other side. Okay, it is not yet getting interesting, but yeah. This is a relative easy screen in the sense that you first have a few ones that you... Do I want spider silk? I'm quite low on. So, I think now for the rest I'm only going to do scrolls. Oops. 3, 4. No, you already know you cannot go up here, so it's already clear. Although spider silk, do I regret that? Well, no. Let's not waste too much time on that. Okay, let me start adding some stamina. I was not really paying attention, but luckily I was going to the right way. It's easy to get distracted. What I'm going to think this is wrong because of the lack of monsters. It turns out that I was wrong to do that. No, I was not wrong. But it saved me only 1 step. But yeah, actually, it's to get through. It's in this situation. It's nice to get through the maze as fast as possible. But normally, I was not doing that at all. I was just going 1, 2, 3, 4. It could. Okay, I should not have. So again, a lack of monsters. And here as well. Should have been smarter, but yeah, I think I have plenty of stamina to get stuck before I to not get stuck before I die. Yeah, it's not going to work, guys. I can already see it. I'm already losing now. I have to look into this. Why have to figure out. If somebody knows that is watching this video, sharing it is always appreciated, because I'm not sure. Somehow I think the boost doesn't apply, or the boost is not really 50% of overall, because I already start losing stamina so early, so that's pretty useless, which kind of makes me change my, let's change yeah, wait, I think let's do it like that. Let's start collecting some XP instead. As I said, once you reach level 35, then the purple ones drop. I'm not sure actually whether the, yeah, this is very random. I mean, you see that often in this game. Things are not really as random as you would, as they suggest they are. So it could very well be that in 35, 36, 37 certain pieces of purple fall, but it's always the same type of pieces, and maybe in higher level other pieces can fall. Let's already load up on a bit of health. We're going to need it soon. So, but yeah, this is not really any better than what I had before actually. Let's still still picking it up. As you can see, I'm getting a huge amount of damage, so definitely I'm going to strand in this screen, I expect. But yeah, let's load up anyway. So either the bonus I get from my set is very small, or it is somehow not activated. I always tend to go for the small ones first. I don't really know if that's better or not. Oh, I even finished this one, so that's nice. So maybe this is some indication that there has been some... no, 38, I think I've reached that before. But it was already further. Well, now it's just a matter of encountering one monster and then it will be over. can explore a bit other rooms. Who knows? You never know. It doesn't happen that frequently, but there are also rooms with chests without monsters. I'm not so lucky this time. Well, you would have been very lucky. Well, that's it. It's a bit disappointing. I think for some reason my set didn't work, or it gave a very small boost. So I have to look into that. I hope this video still gives you a bit of idea how to get further than you might have been able to get so far, giving you some tips how you can easier get through the labyrinths or maximize the collection of materials. If you have any questions or comments, please share them. And this was it, guys.